But for me, the anime speeches.
Wait, music? In this game?
It has been music for a minute.
No.
I think that was just.
What the heck is that? What is this?
That's a person.
What are you?
That's a person.
Can I hit?
They're just.
Do I have to protect
you
you?
have to save her, yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, I think so. Cause she just.
I hope I can't hit her, cause
You can't. You can't because you just swung your blade through her.
I mean, I did it on purpose. That.
They must have just killed her, I guess. I was just gonna sound really sadistic.
Guess what? I don't care.
Oh, they didn't kill her. You saved them.
Oh.
You saved the kids. I think Isidro
Isidra's being cool.
I think Isidro wanted to save the kids.
Isidro tries to help the girls.
Yeah, that's what. And they all are girls. Well, no, that one dude. I think he's just trying to look cool.
Yeah, he's probably saying, I trained that guy.
He does like that type of character.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite and face, I love it. My favorite anime speeches. I'm trying to remember. I've watched a lot of anime, so sometimes it all gets jumbled in my head. And there are some characters who had like some speeches, but they weren't like. They were more passion, like in the fighting, like kind of Goku speeches, like they're fighting and they're just saying something. I want to fight you, like I'm gonna beat you for her, for him. And in Fairy Tail, everybody usually has a speech about how Fairy Tail, the guild is not a guild, we're a family. They all have one of those, so that's all novel. But I think right now, my favorite anime speech has to be recently Doflamingo.
We're going left for Lucy, everyone.
Nice. Doflamingo's speech after he's captured by Suru, after getting beat by Luffy. He's chained down. Like I don't even think they have. I think they have Sea Prism chain. They have Sea Prism Stone on him, but he's chained heavily down to the floor because he's that dangerous. Because he doesn't just have Sea Prism Stone. I mean, he doesn't just have Devil Fruit. He has Haki, and Conqueror's Haki is that. So they have to make sure that he can't just get out. So he's heavily chained to the ground. Suru is watching him. The former Fleet Admiral and Fujitora are also on board. Suru has been chasing him for literally a decade. Finally has caught him thanks to Luffy. And Doflamingo, with the way, and I love the tone of Doflamingo's voice, how Doflamingo sounds creepy. He's like, I think you heard him when I used him in One Piece Burning Blood. He's like, smile, like stuff like that. And he talks really long and drawn out, but very villainous. Mm-hmm. So imagine that, but filled with unbridled anger and passion, but in the calmest, most villainous way possible. So basically, his speech, because One Piece is. The creator said it's almost 75% done, which is crazy. But the speech is a precursor to what is going to be called the Throne Wars. So it's all of the worst generation, the Marines, the Yonko, the Revolutionaries, everybody fighting for who's going to control the seas. Who's going to find One Piece and control the seas for the pirates? For the Yonkos, for the Yonkos too. For the Marines, are they going to stop the pirate era? For the Revolutionaries, are they actually going to be able to change the world government and make it an actual, somewhat free place? Somewhere where the oppressed aren't just oppressed and have nowhere to go, and where everybody at least has a chance. And he basically is saying, he's going off. Now mind you, this man is heavily chained to the floor. And he's going off as if he won. As if he's lost thoroughly. And he's just like talking as if he's making a declaration of a king.
Gooba Gabba.
Nice. Experience. He's making a speech. He was a former king and a former celestial dragon, which the most powerful, and a former warlord of the sea, most powerful person on the sea, influence-wise. He's been taken down, and he's has this speech like he's still there, like he's still at the top, and he's just sitting there, and he begins moving the chains, and he loosens them, and he's not up, but he's moving them, and he's shaking, and he's rocking, and all of the grunt soldiers of the Marines do we need to hold him now? And Suru's like, no, let him talk, and he's just going off, and he's like, Who's gonna win? Will it be the Marines? And he goes and lists the Marines. Will it be the Revolutionaries? Will it be the 4 Emperors? And in the manga, they don't do it in the anime. In the anime, they say brats. In the manga, he says, and this is how you know he's angry. Or will it be the little shits from the worst generation, which is what the Luffy, Zoro, Law, and all the 11 they're called supernovas, but they're called the worst generation because their bounties are more than anyone else in that in the generation that they look at the top pirates who are going to be the threats. Their bounties combined are skyrocketed like just more, and they're the most threatening to the Marines and the world government. Like Luffy is just threatening because of his family name, who his dad is. Oh my god. Jewelry Bonnie, whatever her power is, I think is really important to the Marines. X-Drake is a former Marine. Law is like freaking Law. And you found out his family name. He's one of the family of D. So everybody, and then Zoro's just insane. So it's just a lot of stuff. So you could tell, I mean, just Doflamingo's like those little shits. Like you can tell he's still pissed. But then the cryptic thing that he says, and he says it at the end. He says, because the Celestial Dragons are the people who almost got Sabo killed, one of Luffy's brother. And they're the ones who could pretty much walk up to somebody, kill them, and not get penalized for it. They could just say, I didn't like the way he looked. That's what they do to people. Anyone. And that's what Doflamingo was. But Doflamingo's father was a pacifist, and he realized the Celestial Dragons weren't right. But everyone hates him, so when they found out the guy was a former Celestial Dragon, it's a bloodline thing. All the people started going to his house, throwing rocks in his house. His wife was sick, a doctor wouldn't treat her. Doflamingo and his brother, they were treated badly. They had to steal food, and he was like, at least accept my son and them back into like the Celestial Dragons. And the dude was like, once you leave, you can't come back. And then like they end up killing his dad. Like, well, they don't kill his dad. Doflamingo kills his own dad because he's like, you took me away from my happy lifestyle. So they used to own slaves and stuff. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. They enslaved Boa Hancock, the Celestial Dragon. So it's terrible. Here is what Doflamingo says and what makes him scary. He says, and tell those pricks in Mary Jo, where the Celestial Dragons live, it's the holy city. Tell those pricks in the holy city they will not be on their golden throne for long. I am going to take them down. Mind you, Doflamingo is heading to maximum security prison at the lowest floor. So imagine Dante's Inferno, the lowest floor. That is exactly where they're putting Doflamingo. He says he's going to tear people down from the bottom. There is no way in hell he can do that. And he still, whatever secret Doflamingo knows, it lets you know that he could take them down at any time, and he was just waiting. And I think it was one of the greatest speeches because it just set the tone for where everything is going. He just lost, and he felt so threatening. So for me, that's the one that. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Like
That makes sense. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
He's not giving up.
No, he's not. Oh no.
And actually, I bet he's probably gonna get out.
Oh, he is.
It's going to be nuts.
Because Luffy doesn't kill villains. Because
of course.
Yeah. I mean, you've thought villains have died before, but One Piece with death don't happen unless they actually have an impact. So it's always so far only good people have died. Actually, I think only good people have died. Yes, only good people have died. I can't remember.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it's always made Luffy stronger or a character stronger, like Nami's adopted mother. We don't know who Nami's actual mom is. Oh god, that was close. So Nami's adopted mother was shot.
That's fine. We don't need. Stop telling people, man.
Yeah, my bad. It's, you know how old that is. Everybody knows that. It doesn't matter. But
we're
anyway,
here for Berserk.
Yeah, we're here for Berserk. But yeah, I like that speech. Because my other one, it wasn't really like a speech. It was just the one from Advent Children where Sephiroth goes in and just has a bunch of cool lines back to back.
I hate that movie.
As a whole, yes. That fight scene I could watch over and over again. Just for Sephiroth's lines. Like the things he says.
The movie's okay. Those goddamn kids.
There was no point to them. It was just called Advent Children,
And it's
but there
just
was
like
no point
they
for
barely do anything with the other characters. It's like, come on.
They didn't even like. Eris killed the Geostigma. The kids had nothing to do with it.
Again, Eris did it.
Yeah.
Just like the game. It was Eris. She saved the world.
I really feel like they did that to set up like they wanted to make a remake and see how voice acting went over.
Oh, what is even hitting me?
Everything, bro. This is the world that
So there's these trolls, right?
This is the world that Guts inhabits.
I'm dead. Guts.
You don't have to wipe the blood off your sword.
Yeah, he actually doesn't. Like, oh god. Anywho, these trolls.
They're trolling.
I think we're supposed to be heading to town. I can't remember the order. Or the trolls take Casca and Farnese into the caves. I don't know if they're going to do that in the game though.
You know what? This is an old Japanese PS2 game. I feel like they don't really have any restrictions.
Well, they've already restricted a lot, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you know more than me, so I don't know.
They've restricted a whole lot.
Well, you're right. I haven't seen too much gore.
God damn it, dude.
The only gore I've seen is you getting gored. Like you've gotten.
Well, I've
bloody.
messed up enemies.
You've messed up some enemies, yeah.
I messed up more enemies than they messed me up.
That's true. You cut Immortal's odds arm off, or he just reattached it.
Yeah.
Which is, I feel like that's a great.
By the way, I just need Puck, because these trees are gonna kick my ass. They're gonna kick it, and
They're gonna branch you up.
I need Puck. I have 1 health left, because these trolls.
You need a full puck. You don't need a half.
Go for it! How did it drag me back?
They are not letting you get back. They ain't letting you get out of it. Puck.
Fuck! Oh!
Puck! Oh, Puck! Oh, Puck!
I need to upgrade Puck so bad.
When do you question? Since we're playing the Berserk game,
I think no, they don't. Okay. Yes. What's up?
when do you think that will be stateside?
Never. I'm going up.
As popular as Berserk has gotten over here, there's no way they're gonna miss out on that one.
Doesn't matter. He's talking about the game, I think, guys.
Yeah.
He didn't mention it.
This is the first time we mentioned the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just literally just said that.
You know what? I thought we mentioned it last time, but that's right. We didn't get a chance.
It's been a
to.
while.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, guys.
The trailer for the new Dynasty Musou game for Berserk came out.
Yeah, new W Force game.
And there's only release dates for it in Japan.
Which means it's probably a couple months after or a year after, which is usually what they do. They usually do a couple months or maybe a couple weeks.
It's only on PlayStation devices.
As we've seen so far. Because you know they don't really care about Xbox over in Japan. So they wouldn't list it anyway.
I've never seen that happen though, have you?
What?
Have you seen it that it's only in PlayStation Japan, but when it comes over to America it's on Xbox?
Yes.
Name an example, I don't believe you.
I believe that's how it was with One Piece, some of the One Piece games.
No, you need a real example. You can't just say I think. Because I doubt that happens.
I'll check.
I actually doubt
I will
that
check.
happens.
I will check that. But I feel like they've done it before. Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue was on PlayStation. It was on Xbox and PlayStation, I think originally. And then it was just on PlayStation. And then they made the extended version for Xbox. But at first it was just on PlayStation. So over here, they did it.
Save point!
Nice. Nice.
Ah!
Nice.
What are you doing, Guts? He was
Nice.
doing some weird stuff.
But yeah, as of right now, it's only on PlayStation, which
Run!
it would present a problem.
Run!
If I didn't have the system for you to play it on.
Oh, thank God.
You know.
I don't care.
The only problem I had with it, and this is the same problem I had with the anime opening of Berserk, because my first experience with Berserk was Daniel, the young god, telling me to watch episode 25, and I did. And
Because Tyler always talked about, oh, this anime's doing this, and I'm like,
but it's not
this
Berserk, though.
this just happened in my anime. Well, not really. At that time, it didn't just happen, but this happens.
Yeah.
I sent it. He yelled at me. He yelled at me, even though I was emotionally invested in the characters that were getting wrecked.
Yeah, wrecked. We're gonna just say wrecked. I don't like the other word. I actually don't like speak. I don't like saying it.
No, it's bad.
Yeah, I actually.
It's crazy to think that the gamer community used to say that.
Yeah,
We say, oh, I
remember in the Smash Doc when they were talking about that, and then Milk Tea was like, I never liked them saying that because it was like
we're talking about an R word.
Yeah,
about assault.
It's assault of the sexual variety.
Yeah, but anywho. Yeah, but
I don't like saying
if you ask like the Smash community now,
that
they're grown up more, they're like, we
Don't.
don't say that anymore.
Like,
they've even made
kids say
jokes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they made jokes like we don't say that anymore. That's not cool anymore.
Right. Like, like for me, like I could curse. I will curse. I will say every curse word. But that one right there, every time I see it, I'm like, ugh, it makes me cringe. It hurts my soul.
Tyler, is the N-word a curse word, or is it only a curse word for the white community?
The N-word is not a curse word per se. It's under the category of racially offensive. But here's where it got it really messed up. Whereas with every other racially offensive word, in which saying something about a certain race, ethnicity, religion that's offensive, it's pretty clear cut because it's only said offensively. We in our community have began to, I guess we try to take power out of the word by making it something good for us, like a greeting, like a just like what's up, ma, and
you can say it, Tyler.
I can, but I just don't want to. I want to be fair this time. I usually do, but I'm trying to be better. Trying.
No, you have to. It's in
your
contract.
I'll say it. Okay. Like, so we like, what's up, my nigga? And it's like, so we say it real quick and real cool, but when somebody else say it, we be like,
Gabba.
Yeah. So when somebody else says it though, hey, what you say? And I think, and now, people have been like, well, my black friend allows me to say it. And it's like, you know what? Some people get upset about it. Some people don't. To me, the word does not mean anything until it has a hard ER and I know it's being used against me in a malicious way. Just like any other word, like any word. If it's being used towards me in a malicious way, I don't care. Now, everybody I know, other people will be like, well, you shouldn't think like that because this is what it means. And I get it. If the word goes away, fine. But I do not have the time to tell people what to say or do. Because ain't nobody going to listen to my black ass anyway. So why? No one's going to listen to me. So say what you want to say. I'm not going to get offended. It don't make no sense to me trying to punch you because people crazy over there.
They're nuts.
Like, people will just kill you for looking in their direction. Say what you want to say, whatever. It don't bother me. As long as you ain't hurting my family, I don't really care. So, I'm going to be offended by it. I'm not going to really I'm not going to be your friend. I understand, if you grew up in an area which that's all you were around, that's all you've heard, think about it. Some people, think about a Hispanic person or a white person who grew up in, in Compton or something. That's all they say. What do you hear as a kid? That word. So what are you gonna say? That word. And it's like, oh, that's just what it is. You're not told, But, that word's under the offensive words, along with the R word.
Hold on.
What the heck?
I was blocked from both the... Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Usually the green gas meant I can't go.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Sometimes. But I guess that's next area stuff.
Yeah.
I guess it was just because you hadn't...
Here we go. We have Civilian 1 and Civilian 2.
Canon Civilian 1 and 2. CC1 and CC2.
I like how we walked in on their conversation.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of this giant hawk of a man.
Nope. They're just like, can you wait 1 second?
With an arm that can punch your face off.
Right. But yeah, so again,
but
back to the
think
anime
of this.
and
Did it just force me back?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that might be going backwards.
No, this Sidro.
Sidro was like, but you can't go that way.
Nope, I have to go back.
There's something you have to do. I guess you got to go the other way.
Yep, great, because this was super long. Anywho, Tyler, imagine this. Imagine a black Danny and a white Tyler.
I mean, I just probably wouldn't say the word. Like, for real, I probably wouldn't say the word. Because, as unbelievable as it is, I don't like offending people.
I mean, who? Yeah, we like the golden rule. What's the golden rule again? It's
do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Yeah. You don't want to offend someone.
Right.
We don't. Some people find it fun.
Yeah.
But we don't.
Not at all.
There's no point.
I know. I mean, we know the difference between jokes between friends and
Yeah.
being offensive.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very hard to offend us in our group because, well, we already know we're joking. And we, for the most part, most of us know when we're serious and when we're not. There's some
Even with new people, it like just meeting people new and trying to get to know them, you can tell.
It's how it's just depending on like
It just
your friends.
depends. It depends on your preferences.
Like we've met each other's friends and stuff, and we've been cool with them just because, like, I mean, they're not out to just be outright offensive.
I mean,
oh my goodness. Even the troll is just like, let me get him! Let me get him! He's gonna kill his brothers in front of him. Yes!
Look at him! No, Jimmy, Billy, and Timmy.
No!
Die, Timmy.
And Bob! Bob, no!
Oh, jeez, Bob got the worst of it.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you stay over there. Hey,
Give him the middle finger.
I got him! I got him.
Oh gosh! And
I
Joe and Jack came through and was like, don't hurt him!
Alright, so
Okay, you gotta go that way.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go all the way down in that
God
other way.
damn, okay, yeah. We have a map now, so see,
Yeah.
we remembered.
So yeah, about the whole point about that whole offensive thing was the trailer for the new Berserk game and the opening
I hated it.
the opening of the Berserk anime have one thing in common. They show Griffith violating
There you go. That's a good word.
Casca in front of Guts. And each version that was updated and shown look worse than the original version of it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how it looks in the manga.
Manga looks like the anime.
Okay, so in the original anime, I'm gonna just say Femto.
Yeah, it's femto.
Okay, Femto, formerly Griffith, is looking at Guts in his eye, while his one eye now,
Yes.
and his
As the one quote I like from it is the last thing Guts saw with his
the heck?
what eye is it?
Left. We're gonna go left.
I'm trying to think of the freaking creepy picture
The
now.
creepy picture is facing us.
It's face
left.
It's yes, it's left. The last thing his left eye saw was Griffith violating Casca, and that's the reason why they emphasize it, because it says that image is burned into his head,
Right.
and it's one of the things that broke Guts. It's like that's one reason why he wants revenge.
It broke Guts.
And it broke Casca.
And it broke Casca, because that's why you see her how she is.
Yeah.
That's all I know, because that's the episode I saw. That was my introduction to Berserk, and I literally said, I want nothing to do with this. That was my thing. I said, if this is how all of this was, I want nothing to do with it. And he was like, no. It only got like that one episode, which is why it was so
But
like,
now it's
crazy.
weird because Tyler wants to watch the part where it's gonna be only that.
Well, that kind of stuff.
That's all it's gonna be.
But you know what it is? Because I like aesthetically the way Casca looks. You know, I love the tan Japanese woman.
She was like that in the original anime.
Right, I know.
I mean, you just haven't. We're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she looks.
I told
gorgeous.
myself I have to go back and watch the like original,
Yeah.
like so I can see like because apparently Danny told me it went 0 to 100, or like 50 to 100. Like it basically went
You
from
mean
like
from that scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like episode 24 is like, okay, this is getting bad.
If you were-
episode 25, holy mother of God, that's where it ended.
If you were a new watcher, you heard nothing of Berserk. You were just watching it,
Yeah.
and you didn't read the manga. You were just watching the anime, or nah.
So
Actually, some things get messed up because it starts messed up, but not as messed up as it.
it's
ends.
basically more. This is just a messed up old society.
Yeah, you think okay, it's just demons. That's nothing.
Yeah.
But then
When demons actually go.
you
that
see
far.
you see this, and it's like okay, it's just nice. The one And then that happened.
Right.
And it's like, and then the original anime ended
Right there.
Gooba Gabba.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
That was
full
health.
heal. Thank God.
Nice. Because you begin the XP ones, but you needed full heal.
Nah, I needed the health there.
Full heal, I think full Berserk Musou too.
And yeah, Berserk, health, and tools.
Goodness, everything. Full puck.
Yeah, full puck.
But yeah, my whole thing with it was like when I saw it, in the they did it, but it was like Femto was looking at Guts like my dog looks at me when she decides to pee on the floor. She just looks at me like she knows she's doing something wrong, and it's like when she's mad about something, I don't know, like she does it out of spite, and she just looks and pees on the floor and stares at you the entire time and just runs away.
That's actually a perfect example.
Exactly what he did. Out of spite, he said, "You're gonna be the one who carries my seed." And I mean, and then the fact that he just messes up Guts' child. Like, when you think about it, he not only violated Casca, he violated Guts' unborn child.
He violated their family.
Yeah. In one fell swoop, violated the entire family. And I think you told me before, one of the movies, right, that showed it.
The movies show it so they make it seem like Casca enjoys
Like that it's
the
bringing her a
violation.
pleasure. Like it basically makes her a masochist. Whereas the anime, you can clearly see that she's like, no, don't look at me. Not
And
because
look,
she's enjoying it,
I
but
got you.
because
I got you.
yeah.
It's my thing. I got you.
Yeah, go
In the anime, and the manga, she clearly says, "Don't look."
Out of embarrassment, right? Out of
No.
embarrassment, pain.
What the fuck is that
all of it.
embarrassment?
Well, no,
That's-
not the embarrassment like I'm embarrassed because the person I love is doing it. Embarrassment like, oh my God, this is happening to me. I'm shamed. That kind of embarrassment, like this is going to be.
I
on
guess
me.
I don't think embarrassment's the right word though.
Yeah, it's
There's
more
something more
shame, but it's
it's
more
serious.
serious. It's a more serious word too. Shame has something to do with it because that's another thing. But it's like I'm being violated
In
by
front of my
somebody,
man.
like in front of my man,
By a demon.
by someone I trusted before.
Yeah, it's just a bad situation.
Yeah.
And Guts is forced to look at it. But in the movies, they make it seem like she enjoys it. And I hate that, which is why I don't like the movies.
Yeah, and when you told me that, I was like, I don't, because I never liked that because it's almost like mind break, mind control.
Yes,
which
exactly.
I do not. It was mind
That's
break.
what it was.
But mind control, I do not like. I don't really like mind break. Especially, but I don't like mind break, mind control, because mind break, mind control is where their mind is so broken that they end up siding with the very person who violated them, and I hate that. Because the hero or the protagonist, because protagonist does not always mean hero, it just means who's in the right,
Yeah.
like, as we're watching them. The protagonist usually has to cut them down. Or they usually, when they get them back, they spend all of an episode with them before the person who was violated sacrifices themselves to kill the villain. And the hero just has to go on. And I really hate that trope of animes. And it's just a personal thing. Some people, oh my goodness. There's nowhere else for you.
No, wait. No, I did save them. I
yeah.
did save that family I didn't save before. I needed to save them. So
Okay.
the people were telling me, oh, you need to help them still.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
So you
I
can go
should
back the
just
other
turn
way.
it back. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't like how like the trailer, it just shows like
For the game,
tentacles.
it's literally a tentacle just
Yeah,
slithering over her
her
body.
body.
Her
And you can
naked
tell,
body.
and it's not like it's just the naked. You can tell it's her. Tan skin. I think they do show a little bit of her hair.
Yeah, no, it's her.
It showed her.
It wouldn't be anyone else but her.
It's true. I mean, I know some messed up stuff happens to a lot of girls here.
Yes.
Like, I mean, the anime opened with a girl getting dragged into an alley, and I'm like, we know what happens there.
The new anime didn't do that justice. In the actual anime, a little girl is about to get raped
About to.
in the bar.
Oh, in the bar.
In that bar where
See, that one, she was outside of the bar, and it's assumed that it happened.
and that whole part, Isidro wasn't supposed to be there.
But
I think he's trying to connect these characters earlier on.
Yeah, just so
Saying
it goes
that
faster.
in the anime, yeah, so it goes faster, exactly. So he's saying like, okay, so Isidro was here also while this was happening in the
Right.
manga. He's doing backstories as well.
Right.
So-
I mean, because it's possible, because you don't see everything in the manga.
Exactly. Yeah. So
So it's possible he
I
was
don't.
there.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense because he was literally trying to find people who are strong and become a wandering swordsman.
Right. So, I mean, I like how you can tell a good manga when it's turned into an anime, and stuff that wouldn't make sense to oh, my bad. Stuff that wouldn't make sense to manga only, like people who've only seen the manga and like are watching this, well, this is new. So people who've read the manga before, they can connect it. Whereas, like, if you're just explaining it, some people are like, well, he wasn't there. Well, you can do critical thinking.
Makes sense.
You can do critical thinking, like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then the opening, though. God. The opening was worse. Because at least in the anime, they covered her. You didn't really see her body.
The opening, I don't know why they did this. They literally did a picture. And they emphasized her body, too.
Yeah, they just had her flat out.
They made her breasts bigger and stuff like that. And it was just because it was his hands instead of his wings, I guess, covering her.
Yeah.
Just groping
you can see the motion.
And had his hand in her mouth. There's also that other picture you see of her that really upset me. I know.
The one with the...
There was literally like another huge
tentacle
in her mouth.
Yeah.
And she was... It upsets me.
And you know what? I feel like they did that.
And I know you guys are like, well...
That's the point.
Stop watching it. But I'm like...
No.
Fuck you guys.
But it's like... But you know what? I mean, I don't like it, but the funny thing is, you're not supposed to. So they did a really good job because you're not supposed to like it.
You're not supposed to.
But I think they were just updating it to look modern. But the fact that they just, all I saw was, it was like Femto was holding her up to make sure that anybody who was still clinging to life saw what was going on. Especially, it was like, all they had covered, like, for censorship purposes, was her breasts and her vagina.
Her vagina was blacked out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they basically, what I saw was the hand motion. The way he gripped her.
Yeah.
It was like, almost like a harness. And he just had her stomach exposed and poked out, and everything else was showing. I'm pretty sure her butt was out, but we can't see that. But the fact that picture will play every single time.
Every single time.
Unless they change the opening, that picture will go every single time. And every single time I will be like,
every single time.
Why?
I will skip the intro.
Because
the intro was going good.
It was going great. Music was was on point.
Way better than the original animes.
And then it got that, and both of us, we were in a party, and both of us was like, ah! Just let
I had watched it before, and then I watched it with you, and I warned you. I was like,
it's going to happen. And I saw it as soon as you said it. I said, oh, God.
It upsets me.
And I was just like, I hope they don't flash that back, because I've seen enough of it. I don't like it.
And then they continued to, yeah.
So, it was just like, and I mean, and some other disturbing, they showed, what was it, Judo did?
Yeah, they do a lot of
and I was like,
they do a lot of flashbacks.
And I was like, oh, but I like Judo. And I don't even know him that well, but I like him. And, you know, that part got me. You can see how messed up this place is.
I like how me saving this person was me getting hit.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm okay.
Oh, whoa.
Well, they're about to get eaten. Got this. What? They're doing some really good dancing. They were like, yeah.
Did I
get them killed?
Did I get a game over?